Peace, love, and reparations. Welcome to Black Star TV 2.0. It's your boy Black Star. Come in and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this out on all your social media platforms. I want to give a special shout out to all the people that have been dropping comments in the comment section, hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel. I appreciate all the love and all the support. I want to get into this whole Jay-Z thing and why isn't the black community up in the uproar? But I know why a lot of the black community isn't up in the uproar, because we celebrity worship a lot, right? We do a lot of celebrity worship. And I want to get into this because back when Colin Kaepernick was, kneeling and he was going against the NFL because he was trying to get us justice, right? And Jay-Z came in and he did a deal with the NFL, and him and Colin Kaepernick was actually mad at the time when Jay-Z did that, right? And he said this was a chess move. Jay-Z said this was a chess move at the time. Y'all got to remember all of this going back, because that's what they like. They like you to forget things, right? So back in 2014, from this guy named Jess Stanley, and this is another issue that I have before I even get into this. This is another issue I have with these Esptein files. See how they didn't block out Jess Stanley's name? But when you go to the Epstein files and you look at the emails that was sent to him for cloning people, they got that person blocked out. Where it says from, that whole thing is blocked out. But thank you, Jess Stanley, for throwing Jay-Z under the bus. I appreciate that. So as you can see, it says, watch the TV ads on the Super Bowl. It says the group that should be in the streets has been bought off by Jay-Z. Now, I'm telling you right now, Jess Stanley didn't think that these emails was going to ever come out. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Because this was a play. And now it all makes sense, man. Jay-Z's a cold sellout, bro. Even when you look at the things with him and Dame Dash, right? And the little beefs that they was going through and how the Rock broke up and how Jay-Z really did that to go be president at Def Jam. So you just left your company to go be really a worker to somebody. Even though you the president, you don't own Def Jam. See? We get confused with terms, especially when it comes to business and stuff like that. Like, and again, I always said this, Dame was the true businessman out of the two. He never rapped. He came and said, yo, let's put the money up and let's start the label. That was all his idea. The clothing line, the liquor, like everything was Dame's idea. Jay was just a rapper. And then you sold them out and crashed the company out to go be president of Def Jam. Now all these niggas is displaced. Beans, all these people are displaced. Yo. And then come to find out when you doing this with, what's the name? You selling people out again. Yo, this is treasonous as hell. And I feel like you have to answer, player. This is another reason why he tries to go around just not talking. He don't like to come on people's platforms. He don't like to interview, especially with black people. You did that interview with Kevin Hart, but Kevin Hart bought off. Dame Dash said this a couple of weeks ago. He said, he noticed that all the people that are beefing with him have ties to the industry, or are they're tied in with corporate, right? Jay-Z, 50 Cent tied in with Stars and all of them, and Showtime or whoever, right? He was like Cameron, because Cameron is tied in with what's that? The stuff that Puffy had. I can't even think of it. I can't think of the name of it right now. But yeah, that little platform, right? Jim Jones, he another corporate nigga. See, a lot of these people y'all be thinking that's not corporate. Like even when Jim Jones, when 50 said the stuff about Jim Jones and him not being able to pay that rent at the spot he was doing his podcast at, right? Again, that was a white dude who gave 50 Cent that information because he was the owner of the building. See, these niggas don't be owning shit. They be having all this money and don't be owning anything. You sitting here owe this man 200 and something thousand when you could have, nigga, 200 something thousand could have got you your own building. He went and did it after 50 started talking. But yo, these niggas ain't businessmen. These niggas don't know business for real. You just in a position to where you got access to a lot of money, but y'all don't be making real smart business moves, and that's why Dame is where he's at. I just seen a video of Oskino talking about how much money Dame and Jay-Z had. Like, he was like, yo, his broke is most people's up and lit. Like, he said he was just at Dame Dash's crib, and that nigga had a Rolls Royce truck out there in the beach. He said his next door neighbor was Serena Williams. Why is Charlemagne and everybody calling him broke if he living next to Serena? Is Serena broke? Come on, dog. This is all a play. This is all a play, and y'all straight demonized Dame because he was on some independent shit minus that, and then they uplifted Jay-Z, and he got into all them little circles. You got to Obama, Michelle Obama, the Clintons, Epstein. You started getting around so many people while they sitting here demonizing Dame the whole time. Man, these people be on the take. These celebrities be on the take. And I'm telling you, you're not getting demonized 1,000, you know what I mean, all the time, bro. You on the take, bro. That was another person, Dame Dash brought up, Charlemagne. And after you notice, watch this, family, you got to watch what they be doing. When he was arguing with Charlemagne about how broke they was, because he shut them down with the whole calling him broke, right? When he said, yo, what's your view look like at your crib? And he started showing his view by the water. And they didn't have no view. And he called DJ Envy out for having a view of something that was like a vacation spot or something. Like, nah, nigga, that ain't your house, nigga. Somebody else owned that water property. See, so watch this. Next thing you know, iHeart gives Charlemagne 100 million. 100 million. Yo, these people playing chess. And Charlemagne goes at him heavy, and he always protecting Jay-Z. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. This is a play. These people are in the way. And if we don't, like, for real, check these people and stop messing with these people, bro, this nigga got to sit down. You got to sit down with the people, fam, and you got to explain yourself, nigga. All this selling us out and nobody getting held accountable, that shit ends. I was just on Facebook not too long ago, and I had somebody who I grew up with. They was talking spicy about black people. She got kids with black people. She got kids with my cousin who's black, foundational Black American. And she was talking spicy about that whole little Super Bowl thing. And I went on there and I started posting the because she was talking about how we don't be going to Cinco de Mayo and don't go into the Spanish food spots. I'm sitting here like, y'all think y'all gonna check us over this little Bad Bunny shit? Like, first of all, sweet cheeks. It's a difference between not liking somebody's performance and those Hispanics in the LA City Council sitting here redrawing district map lines, nigga, to take resources and displace black people. Oh, baby girl, it's a big difference. And why you not checking them Hispanics? You talking all this kumbaya shit. Why you not checking them? You see? We got to stop letting these people, and again, because I asked, I said, yo, what you going to do about them black people that got displaced? That just happened in 2021, 2022, right? So what the Hispanics going to do, that so-called allies, what they going to do to the black people that the LA City Council misplaced and took the resources from? Yeah, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Because you ain't going to do nothing. See, everybody try to act like they're an ally and they with us, but nobody gets on the goddamn pavement and does a damn thing for us. Yeah, and she got low when I started posting that stuff about the LA City Council. Yeah. Yeah, I bet. That's why I said you ain't going to address that screenshot. You want to keep talking about Bad Bunny and what black people feel about a performance that they didn't understand because he said it in Spanish. You ain't about this. Listen, man, people crazy, bro. But we can't let these people sit here and do treasonous shit and then let you think that you're going to still be able to come amongst us. You see? Whole time this nigga talk about this it was a damn chess move, all right? It was a chess move for you. And shout out to Professor Black Truth. He said we the pawns. We was the pawns in Jay-Z's chess game. Huh? Yo. Celebrity worship should be done. Man, leave the NFL alone, leave the NBA alone, leave these celebrities alone. Family, we got to be on our game out here, bro. You got all these files out here with all this devious ass shit, and the Democrats and the Republicans is just filibustering their asses off. Not doing a goddamn thing while the courts, they sit here and try to blame Trump, but the courts is the one doing the redacting, baby. You know this ain't a damn thing redacted out of Jay-Z's thing. They got everything showing in there. Boy, but you start going to other people's emails with Bill Gates, it's blacked out. Emails with Bill Clinton, blacked out. See, but they get the one nigga in there, they say, hold up, make sure you show all his stuff. Yeah, but thank you for showing all his stuff. I'm glad you didn't block nothing out. Cause we gonna sit this Jess Stanley nigga down too. Yeah, where are you at, fam? Yeah, we got some questions for you too. All this shit is gonna stop. Niggas, and you know what's sad? And I said this the other day. Jay-Z, watch because I didn't finish that statement, because Oskino was talking about how much money Dame had, right? But he was talking about how Jay-Z, he was in a 40-40 club with Jay-Z, and the police came up to him like, yo, your 600 Benz been in a string of robberies for the last 12 months. And Jay-Z like, what? 600 Benz? Nigga forgot he even had a 600 Benz, nigga. This nigga didn't even remember that he had a 600 Benz. That's how, and so Skino's like, that's how much money these niggas was having. Like ridiculous amounts of money. So for you to have money like that and still sell out, huh? You sold out with the whole Rockefeller shit, got all the way up there. Even with that whole Colin Kaepernick shit, you was damn near in the billionaire status. That shit probably bumped you up to the billionaire status for real. But you was definitely already in the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions before this happened in 2014. You sold us the fuck out, nigga. You sorry sack ass motherfucker. Anybody fucking with you, don't fuck with them. I don't care if it's Bleak, any of these niggas, dog. They all on the tape. So all these niggas got podcasts and they all backed by some type of company. I'm telling you, man, you just gotta follow the money, just like our brother Steve Coakley said. Follow the money. Follow the money. That's why they really not letting the Epstein files out, because they talk about, oh, Ghislaine Maxwell, she's trying to get her clemency, and if Trump do, first of all, they let this fucking broad in a minimum security. She in Club Fed over there. You feel me? But for real, they blaming all this blocking of everything on Trump, but the courts are the ones who redact. There's a thing called Federal Rules of Redaction. I believe it's Rule 37. Federal Rules of Redaction. That's a fact, man. Stop it. The courts are redacting this shit. And if they take the redactions off, we don't need Ghislaine Maxwell's statement. She don't gotta tell on everybody. This nigga was a spy. All the telling is in the information. You don't need nobody's word. That nigga documented everything, even talking to himself, emailing himself. That's straight spy work, nigga. Emailing yourself is spy work. Peace, love, and reparations. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. We ain't letting these people keep playing with us no more, dog. Nah, you don't get that off no more, fam. Nope. We up out of here, man. Peace, love, and reparations. I'm up out of here. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Drop some comments in the comment section. I want to say something about that video that I just posted too about the whole reparations thing. I need y'all to know that at the end of the day, listen, we know it's not the end all say all. Is it enough money? No, it's not enough money. But it's a start, family. Let's not get too beside ourselves and get too critiquey, right? We can critique it. Yes, we can critique it. But let's not get too critique and too, just too hateful. Like, at the end of the day, bro, it's a step in the right direction. But peace, love, and reparations, man. Y'all have a blessed day. We up out of here.